Today we dive into stories of ultimate deception, where the people we trust most turn our entire reality into a cruel, calculated lie. We'll walk through the raw emotions that surface when a partner's secret world crashes into your own, and we'll see how the wounded find the strength to rise again. Each narrative is a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is a path forward, and that path begins with acknowledging the pain and choosing to reclaim your own power. Imagine standing in your own living room, looking at your spouse, and realizing that your entire marriage was nothing more than a cover story. For this man, the discovery wasn't just a single affair, it was the realization that he had been the side piece in his own relationship. While he thought he was building a life and a home, his wife was maintaining a secret world with another man. The shock of finding out that this deception spanned the entire length of their union is a pain that defies words, leaving him reeling in disbelief and fury. He believed he was in a committed, loving partnership. He had invested his heart, his time, and his resources into a woman he thought was his everything. They shared a home, a bed, and a future. To the outside world, they were a stable couple, but that stability was a facade. He had no reason to suspect that the woman he woke up next to every morning was playing a role, keeping him in a gilded cage while her true loyalty belonged to someone else entirely, a betrayal that shattered his sense of identity. The truth came crashing down when he finally caught them in a compromising moment, but the real knife in the heart came from a mutual friend, who admitted that the affair had existed since before the marriage even began. Every anniversary, every I love you, and every shared dream had been a lie. He wasn't the husband, he was the convenient distraction. The betrayal wasn't just physical, it was a total erasure of his identity and his value within the relationship he cherished most, leaving him questioning every memory. He didn't scream or beg. Instead, he planned a surgical exit. He changed the locks, packed her things into garbage bags, and removed every piece of furniture he had ever bought her. He even visited her at work with flowers and a kiss, a final mask of kindness before serving her divorce papers. He ensured her lover's wife knew the truth, delivering a thumb drive of evidence. By reclaiming his home and his dignity, he left her to face the wreckage of her own lies, walking away with his head held high. But some betrayals don't just destroy a marriage, they steal a person's sense of fatherhood and family. The next tale explores the gut-wrenching moment a man discovers that the child he has loved from the first heartbeat was never his, and how that revelation reshapes his entire world. There is no pain quite like the moment you realize the child you've loved since the first ultrasound isn't yours. This man spent months preparing a nursery, attending every doctor's appointment, and dreaming of the life he would build with his newborn. He was overjoyed, believing he was finally starting the family he always wanted. But the joy turned to ash the moment a paternity test confirmed the unthinkable. The baby was the result of a calculated betrayal by the woman he loved, shattering his future in an instant. For 2 years, things seemed perfect. He was a supportive partner, especially during her pregnancy. He trusted her implicitly, even when she insisted on moving in quickly or asked him to wait in the lobby during certain medical checkups. He viewed these as small quirks or a desire for privacy. He wanted to be the best father possible, pouring all his emotional energy into a child he believed was his own, never imagining that he was being used as a safety net for someone else's secret agenda. Looking back, the signs were there. She became secretive with her phone, claiming confidential work calls. She pushed him aggressively to sign the birth certificate, her anxiety peaking as the deadline approached. When he finally looked at her unlocked phone, he found a hidden world of messages to another man, her boss. The messages contained updates on the pregnancy and a chilling admission that the child likely belonged to the boss, a man who already had a wife and 4 children of his own, confirming the betrayal was long planned. Heartbroken and bitter, he did the only thing he could, he walked away. He didn't let her lie her way back into his life. After the paternity test confirmed the truth, he tracked down the boss's wife and gave her the evidence, ensuring that no one else remained blind to the deception. While he struggles with trust and anger, he knows that escaping that lie was the only way to survive. He is now healing, though the scars of that stolen joy remain deep and raw. While some find the truth through tests and phones, others find it through a confrontation that reveals a complete personality shift. The upcoming account shows how a calculated trap can force a partner to drop their mask, exposing raw motives in a single, devastating moment. The confrontation began with a deadpan stare and a question that changed everything. This man had spent days gathering evidence, watching his wife's lies pile up in real time. When he finally sat her down, he didn't lead with accusations, he led with a trap. He watched her play the role of the confused, innocent spouse, lying to his face even as he held proof of her infidelity in his hand. The tension built until the moment the truth became undeniable, and the mask finally shattered. They had a life together that felt secure, or so he thought. He had been understanding, even when a former flame of hers reappeared in her professional life. He tried to be the supportive husband, ignoring the weird vibes he felt from the other man. He believed in their bond and gave her the benefit of the doubt, not realizing that his kindness was being weaponized against him. He was playing the role of the loving husband while she was playing a dangerous game, manipulating every moment for her own gain. When the evidence was finally presented, the mask didn't just slip, it shattered. The woman who claimed to love him suddenly turned into a stranger. She went from sobbing apologies to screaming insults, calling her lover her soulmate in a desperate attempt to hurt him. The transition from "I'm sorry" to "I hate you" happened in seconds. He realized that the woman he loved never actually existed, she was just a character she played until she was caught, leaving him reeling in disbelief. He didn't let her emotional volatility shake him. He remained calm, handed her the divorce papers, and watched her leave his house. To stop the endless flood of "I love you" texts, he responded by sending screenshots of her own betrayal back to her, silencing the lies with the truth. He focused his energy on his son and his own healing. By removing the toxicity from his home, he finally found the silence and peace he needed to rebuild his life, step by step. Betrayal leaves a hole in your soul, but it also clears the path for a truth you can actually build upon. You are stronger than the lies told about you, and each story we share is a reminder that survival is possible. Which story hit hardest today? Let me know in the comments, and remember to subscribe for more raw confessions that help us all heal.